Hey, what is up everyone? In this video, I want to talk about the Bilge Rat tab. So if we go into our pirate log, go under reputation, basically this is where all of the commendations are stored for the game. And most of it's pretty straightforward. You have the ones that are separated by the different trading companies and stuff. We now have the guild one as a separate thing. We even have Tall Tales all grouped together. Pretty much all of that makes sense to me, right? But then we have this Bilge Rat tab, and you're kind of wondering, okay, what is that about? So you click into it, and this is literally just like the land of misfit toys of Sea of Thieves updates. Just everything's here. Now, this made sense back in the day when the Bilge Rat Adventures first came out in year 1 of the game. So like, in year 1 we had Skeleton Thrones and Cursed Sails, Hungering Deep, the Sunken Curse, Gunpowder Skeletons. Those are like different, like either weekly events or other like bigger events, like the Hungering Deep and Cursed Sails were obviously bigger events. But they were doing like the weekly Bilge Rat adventures with like the Skeleton Thrones and everything, and it made sense that those Bilge Rat adventures were all grouped together in the Bilge Rat tab. But then the game keeps getting updated, and they decided to just put everything inside the Bilge Rat tab, even if they weren't Bilge Rat adventures. So then we started getting stuff like the Fort of the Dam added in here, Legends of the Seas added in here, Mercenary Voyages, Festival of the Dam, which you would think kind of goes with the Fort of the Dam since they were basically part of the same thing. They don't. The Forsaken Shores was part of this, and even still, like even just that, plus the Bilge Rat Adventures, fine. You could make an argument that, you know, it's kind of going a little bit out of the scope of this, but at least it's somewhere for the stuff to go. But now it's just getting even crazier when you have stuff like all the things with the guilds, the Skull of Siren Song, the rowboat stuff, sea forts, mysteries. Why is mysteries in here? Mysteries are more similar to, say, like a Tall Tale, rather than like some kind of Bilge Rat commendation. It doesn't really make much sense if you think about it. Ashen Winds, why is that here? I think the Bilge Rat tab needs to get a refresh. I don't know if we necessarily need to get rid of it, but some of this stuff needs to get pulled out. There are things in here that would make more sense to be in their own category. For example, we could have a world event category, which has like the Ashen Winds, probably the Chest of Fortune in there, For the Dam. Those things grouped together would make sense. Then you could have a place for, say, limited time modes and events. That would be stuff like the Hungry Deep, Cursed Sails, the Mysteries, and anything else that they add in the future. And then there could be, say, like a locations thing or something like that, and that would be stuff for like the Sunken Kingdom, Sea Forts. There's ways to break this stuff up, and it just seems very weird and confusing to have all of it together. I think eventually Rare will do something with this, because I feel like it's gone to the point where it is becoming a little too much. And if you've noticed with their past updates, they've been trying to make it easier for newer players to get involved in the game. And if I'm a new player and I'm trying to find like where a certain combination is locked for something, I'm not going to think to go into the Bilge Rat tab for this. So those are my thoughts on the Bilge Rat tab. Just a bit of a little nitpick with this part of the UI of the game, and I think it's interesting to talk about. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the Bilge Rat tab? Do you think it's perfectly fine how it is, or do you think some of the stuff should get broken up and put into more specific categories meant for what it's covering? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, but if you enjoyed this video, it'd be great to like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.